Good morning. I'm Shannon, and this is my perspective and my story about receiving the news that my husband has rectal cancer. I'm doing this video for a few reasons, but hopefully because you don't find a lot on rectal cancer, I guess because it's just something people don't want to talk about. So I'm hoping that somebody will feel compassion, love. It's okay to get it out and say what's on your mind. And information, hopefully, although there's not a lot of information, and I don't think you really know the right questions to ask once you find this out. So I'm going to start with the beginning. My husband was in his early 60s, or is in his early 60s, and he was still working, and it was a really beautiful spring day, April 13th. It's like it sears into your mind, the date. And it was a Friday, and he came home from work a little bit early. And my husband really likes his job. Actually, he loves his job. He loved his job. So he came in. I was doing a little craft project because I was a housewife at this point. And we're empty nesters. No young children at home. Thank the Lord. I'm really very grateful for that. But my children live near me and were actually home that afternoon. A couple of my children. So he came in, like I said, and I said to him, "Hey, you're home early." I was excited to see him. We were going to have a fun weekend. It's always nice when your spouse is home for the weekend. And I said, honey, I'm making you a Mississippi pot roast, which was a new recipe sort of thing that we just started making thanks to our daughter. Had brought us it, and we started eating it. He really liked it. And I said, "It's not quite ready yet. I'm going to finish this craft." And I was outdoors, so I'm going to finish this craft. Why don't you go get cleaned up? Because my husband had a skilled job, so he was he needed to get kind of freshened up for the day. And so why don't you get freshened up, and I'll come right in. Well, I've been married a very long time, so I wasn't really paying attention. I went on about my little paint project, and here I see, not long, he's sitting down in a chair not far from me, really close to me, and he says, "I think I need to see the doctor." And he has his hand on his stomach. Well, I became very startled because my husband was not one to say he wanted to go to the doctor, like probably most men. And I said, "What's wrong?" And he said, "Oh, it's fine. I'm okay. Don't. Oh gosh, I knew you were going to be like this, but I don't know." He said, there's a little bit of blood in the toilet." And at being a mom and a grandma and on this earth a little while, I said, "Oh, honey, don't worry. It's probably a hemorrhoid." I said, I'll take a look. Now, something to know is that we have been married a long time, but we didn't share the bathroom. That was not something, like most people, but we're private. So, people usually don't talk about their bathroom habits. So I went in there, and to my horror, it looked like, honestly, like worse than a really bad miscarriage is what was in that toilet and about. And I said, "Get your clothes on, get your pants on," because at this point he's taking off his clothes in the bedroom because he's going to hop in the shower. And because remember, he went to go get freshened up, he was going to take a shower. And I said, "Get your clothes on. We need to go to the hospital now." And he, no. And I went directly out my back door to get my children. I knew that they were in the home not far from us. So it was a short walk. I was just barely up on them, and they could see my face. And my daughter said, "What's wrong, Mom?" And I said, "Your dad's bleeding. And we went to the ER immediately. And I actually sent my son in the house to, my son was also there. I sent my son in the house to go get his dad to get dressed. And he did. He sent him, he got him dressed, and out he came, and we went to the nearest ER from us, which when we live in a very small, we actually live in a remote, rural area. And so it was about a 20-minute drive to the nearest hospital, which was a small town. And that's the beginning of what felt like a really bad dream for a long time. Stay tuned for